And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for Washington. Chris Middleton is out there with George. Then there's Sarr, then it's Jordan Poole, and it's Koulibaly in at the two-guard spot. And for the Suns, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Dunn in at the three. You know, on paper, this looks like a lopsided matchup, but anything can happen.
Utah with the ball. 8-point game. That's good.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Some changes for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. James comes in for LeBron. And Doncic is subbed in for Vincent. Lakers leading by 6. Taking a look at the Jazz. They've got Colin Sexton. Filipowski's out there with Markkanen. Then it's Collier. And it's Clarkson in at the 3 slot. There's 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. To the paint. Crafty move. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, Clarkson's one of those guards who's really good working on the inside.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. We've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control, they never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Collier missing. Los Angeles leading by 9. Clarkson on the wing, covered by Hayes. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
And the basket is good. James has got 15 points.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, they've come out with more energy and effort, and that's reflected in the score.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly... neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second
What's up,
quarter.
what's up, everybody?
Colin
Welcome
Sexton
to
is out
another
there
very
with
exciting
Collier.
episode of NBA
Then there's Jordan
2K25.
Clarkson. Then there's Philip.
Right now we're doing that big co-op season. It's your boy Smokes for Pay with Kenny Diggett. And right now we're giving you guys the late show here in Los Angeles.
WNBA Commissioner's Cup, which we all
We're actually
enjoy.
starting off pretty
And that
perfect.
started back in 2021.
Well, the W had loads of success with the cup format. The basketball world took notice, and I think that is a major reason why the
such a
NBA
good
started their version in 2023.
Pop that, yeah.
Lets it go from deep. The basket good off the assist
So
from
you gotta start
Sexton.
doing practicing
He's
for
got
me.
7.
That way you
Yeah,
just
not
had
the
that shit
most
like Falcon.
accurate three-point shooter, but
You should have
Clarkson
set a high
makes
spin
enough
right
to
there.
keep you honest.
LeBron, left side. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in.
Say, oh my
James
God.
throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the
Yeah.
rim whenever he goes up like that.
Hey, folks, you want to
Nice
see a
angle on
crazy
that
ass
replay with the
poster?
AT&T.
I guess I.
5G slam cam.
I missed my 23 build. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Those were the best builds. Those dunking and shooting builds. Oh man.
Jazz trail by 10.
Okay, I got 20 guard.
Here's Collier. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Clarkson outside.
Great.
And the Jazz,
Oh, he made
another
that?
3.
And after not making any threes in the
Pretty
first
miraculous.
half, he now
I'd
has
say.
2 here.
But he did the Jordan, like, what do you call that?
Yeah, the
Fade
vertical's
shit.
still there. LeBron's
Yeah, that's
athleticism
exactly what he did.
never
He's what
ceases
MJ done.
to amaze.
For Utah, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
Better call
And for the
time. I'm about to
Jazz,
say
the
it.
last few
Say, I've
seasons, coach,
been out on
rebuilding.
damn
Yeah, it
five.
has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft
Yeah,
capital
they
when they
like to
traded
fuck with us.
Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here.
We'll be
This will give him a
boxing
chance
that,
to
that
discuss
small
some
forward
potential
over there.
alterations. And the Lakers with some changes. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. And James subbed in for Connect. Walker Kessler, he's
Walker
checked
some
in for the
duo
Jazz.
on the court
Collins comes in
together.
for Sexton. Pass to Collier.
Get that out of here, bitch.
Nice D from Doncic. Lakers leading by 9. On the wing, James.
Green. That was a good pull-up, bro. Good take. That was a good take. Oh, thank you. You get another one, folks. I ain't gonna, I ain't ducking that. You gonna get that one back.
From deep.
Green. They give you the same sliding here that you missed. Ain't that so?
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Clarkson passes to Kessler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Here's Hayes.
Got it.
It's James atop the key. The second chance effort. He lays it in. James has got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
What they say one slightly later, or I ain't even get the leg also for that.
Like a charm.
Yeah, that shit felt like
wing. Collins looking around. Clarkson outside. Shot clock at 5. The Jazz with another miss. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. This is their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Is checked in for the Lakers. And for the Western Conference, we have a chance now to recognize our player of the week, Luka Doncic.
He's really been on his A game lately.
Me to the All-Star game, not
the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch.
Lakers leading by 12. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
That's his third triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
George, that's a two-pointer. It's hauled in by Doncic. The Lakers have gone 6 of 10 4 here in the second quarter. And here's James outside. And against the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Luka got that playmaking take. That's what it is. I don't know.
Outside, Markkanen.
They had that ball, dude.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
That's a crazy difference.
A dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside. Well, now that they've
LeBron James with the nasty finish
is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
George passes to Markkanen. Now, here's Collins. Utah moving it around. Two open that time. Made it look too easy. And it's 9 points for George.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
And James throws it down.
Well, what a half he's had. He has completely warped the shape of this game with his hot shooting.
Jazz trail by 19. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And George kicks to Markkanen.
I tell you what, he has gone stone cold here to start this quarter.
James has a 2-pointer. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And LeBron used to getting hit. This is the level of attention this man attracts from the D.
The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe.
The feel LeBron has for the game
unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
George with the ball. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's
Save. Excellent work.
with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be back with you shortly.
It's funny how they got this machine down. They just shooting tricks into the crowd.
And as we welcome you to halftime, no other way to
got
say
that now.
an
Not,
abysmal start
not back
for
in
the
the days, I
Utah
was
Jazz.
thinking that. That's different.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint. And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup against the Magic, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when you let your guard down.
Interesting.
And in this league, Jet, it seems like upsets happen every week. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been a clinic out there by James.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything
Yeah, I tried to
outside.
weapon one, man.
Well, I just love his fearlessness
I was doing
so
fast
far.
to it.
He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
It was a brand new machete at the cemetery on the thing, and I had a machete in my hand. As soon as I looked at it, I just tried
in
it.
shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. The team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Hachimura out there with James. Then it's Austin Reed. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5.
Well, great to see in-sync offense like this. The pass is perfectly timed, and Collins rises up and puts it down.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's George. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 11.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Los Angeles leading by 19. On the wing, James. And if you're just joining us, we're playing over a minute here in the third.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
Nobody was in there to stop anything.
And so George will bring it up for Utah. And Will Hardy is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup series, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch.
You ain't number one,
Especially
son.
when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
There's the three. Offensive rebound. takes the three. Misses the target. That drops him to 40% now. 4 of 10.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
George passes to Sexton. Collins wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
He must have been feeling it. The opposition hit one, and Collins wanted it back.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just a third of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. From deep, George. A rebound by the Lakers. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. You know, talking to Keontae George, he credits film watching for much of his success. I like that kind of element he brought up.
Yeah, they say he also spends a lot of time talking to veterans on the team, seeks advice from them and coaches. He's a real student of the game, and that has helped speed up the process for him.
Boy, a guy like that, coach, has got to be fun to coach.
Yeah, those are the guys you're looking for.
Bangs home the trifecta. Markkanen's got 5 points so far.
Markkanen is a shooter. Comes right back down to answer the 3 on the other end.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Collins setting the big for Sexton. Right side, Collins. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Doncic gets it to go.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's George, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jackson Hayes. Vanderbilt comes in for Hachimura. LeBron's checked in for James. And it's Connect in for Austin Reeves. Then for the Jazz, Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. Clarkson comes in for John Collins. And it's Collier in for Sexton. And the Lakers call time here.
Wait. See 2K right now. Hold on. Once again, shouts out to everybody that watch, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. This is just Saturday episode of NBA 2K25. I'm your host, Smoke Sweater. I'm here with my brother Cam. We out here in LA, giving you the late show. And now we out there, man. 6-7-39. Bonnie got like that at some point.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. James comes in for LeBron. And it's Austin Reeves in for Connect. And Utah with a change here, too. Sensabaugh is checked in. On defense, the Jazz. Hayes down low. Doncic outside. The three. Rebounded by the Jazz.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Doncic with the block.
The anticipation is there for Luka on defense.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. And again, no good by the Lakers. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Jazz. With 4 seconds on the clock, the shot missing. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Back to the action in just...
Nice.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, put the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Martin is out there with Filipowski. Then it's Collier. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sensabaugh in its small forward. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just
frustrating as heck.
Vincent cranes it from beyond the arc. Vincent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Lakers?
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And Utah making a change here. Hendricks is checked in. Inside. Here's Collier. Lets it go with a 3. Drills it from outside.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. James throws it down hard.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Sensabaugh. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Oh, why dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Oh, filling it up. James doing it all.
Here's Collier. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Into the lane. No good with the layup. Now, here's Vanderbilt. Defense is right there. And again, LeBron James.
And one of those players who will not be denied. LeBron's so strong inside.
That's tipped. Now, Vincent fires for 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Vincent's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for Los Angeles. The Jazz have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. to halt the run, and he sinks the layup.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
The Lakers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down hard.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Utah's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And the call will be against Gabe Vincent. That is his first foul of the game. So Utah ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
Collins finds George. And he banks in the layup. 15 points for George.
What a finish inside from George, showing he can handle physical defense.
And the Lakers call time here. A minute 42 left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
James checked in for Los Angeles. Luka Doncic comes in for Gabe
See,
Vincent.
the highlights look good, though, with layup, dunk, 3, you feel me? Like, look, mix up.
A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Launches it from deep. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last.
Vanderbilt said, fuck that, I'm taking a shot.
Here's George.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Lakers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And it's James missing. Utah has gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. And the Jazz can't hang on to the ball.
Oh, it's the one he found on now.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Utah. Sexton for 3. Vanderbilt with the rebound. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside, James. Pass to Doncic. Fires the 3. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And here's George. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Now Kessler. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. And they're off to a great start in the NBA Cup.
And in this format, they need a third win in the group stage. So with 2 games left, they're in great position.
A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
2 games left.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, what is your sense of how the team is playing at the moment?
we have a good thing going right now, and we want to try to keep it going. And the best part about tonight's game was the defensive end. We defended, and we shared the ball, and that's a good ingredient to a win.
It was working at both ends, LeBron. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. Now it's time to present our player of the game.
That's all good.
His shot that he missed for 2 threes, that's when he missed. Other than that, Duncan's was 6'12", so he was half and half. Not bad. Hey, 3 steals, 2 blocks. Damn, everywhere. Duncan was out there doing some shit.
I'm telling you.
What else he had?
7 assists.
7 assists.
6 boards.
6 rebounds. Yeah, that boy was out there. He was getting that.
He was doing some everything.
For real, see, you should have been player of the game. What the fuck? Maybe I got player of the game because I had more points. But other than that, cut. We player of the game with Duncan, right? You think so?
I want to take a screenshot, send it to the lonely boy, and be like, look, this what Diggy got Bronny doing. Franz Wagner from.
Is that Vince Carter's son?
Nah.
Carter Jr., Window Carter Jr., Vince boy.
Nah. Vince Carter's name was not Wendell.
Window Carter Jr.
Yeah. Who was that? The country ass version of Vince Carter?
That's his son. That's Vince Carter's son. You know that?
$78.99.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Just a couple of weeks into the season, certain rookies are showing they belong in the NBA. Checking out the Rookie Race Watch, where you look at James What an incredible start to his rookie season. Sitting in the #1 spot right now, but I'm sure this will be an exciting rookie race.
Hear that?
And you know his confidence must be soaring.
You really hear that?
Sitting at the top of this impressive
He in the
list
#1 spot for the rookie of the year,
Even early on like this.
Bronny.
I think it shows you how well he fits into playing at this level.
And the starting lineup
He
for the
he's
Magic.
#1, like,
Wagner and
we gonna
Banchero,
get that
the
rookie of the
talented
year.
forward pair. The backcourt is Suggs and
Especially
Caldwell
that he gonna
Pope,
get rookie
and
of the
it's
year for
Carter
sure,
in
dog.
at the center position. And for the Lakers, they've got Hayes, Austin Reeves out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's James, and it's Hachimura in at the 4. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant. How aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Clark, he's a former 1-1 back in 2022. The league better watch out. Paolo Banchero is coming.
And he's coming with force, B.A. Loved him his 1 year in college. Loved his mobility, his strength, his savvy, and all of that on display as he's going to be one of the bright stars in the years ahead in the NBA.
Now, here is James. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. To the middle. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Wagner, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wagner showing some grit and fight on the offensive boards, using his height and muscle to track down the miss.
That's funny.
And a chance to see the latest edition of the power rankings.
I'm telling you, the other day they made me jump into the fucking, like, over the thing into the... I've never seen that before, bro. They made me jump over the wall.
You know, for the Lakers, they've been giving their all in every game, eager to show those who doubted them that they're capable of being the top team.
Out to the right wing. Wagner with a steal. Suggs outside. Takes the 3. And Reeves pulls it down. Now Los Angeles with it. And seeing this team right now is a problem. They've got 14 consecutive victories.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4. They're handling the contact so well. Bronny James using that solid build of his to finish strong inside.
Los Angeles foul. James. That's his first personal foul. Second team.
Here's Suggs. 15 in his last outing.
Defense. Let's go, defense.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Just over a minute and a half play here.
Suggs.
And it's Suggs with the 3.
Getting more comfortable with his jumper. Jalen Suggs, no hesitation there.
You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Now here's Banchero. Not a good performance from him in that loss to the Clippers.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick-and-roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with J.J. Redick.
I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero.
In his face, Bronny James.
So you've got to guard him with your full team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low. But he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
Together, make some noise.
All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, Los Angeles.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Suggs against Doncic. Back to Wagner. Takes a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. From deep, here's Doncic. Orlando with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Down low. Reeves, the pass to Doncic. James, outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. James has got 8 points.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
Here's Suggs. The kick out to Banchero. Orlando again missing. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Suggs with the bucket. Suggs has got his second basket of the game.
Nice job that time by Caldwell Pope, getting it to the right man. Superb at sharing the rock with his teammates.
And the Lakers making a change here. Vanderbilt's checked in. A big group substitution here for Orlando. Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And Black subbed in for Suggs. Fires in the triple.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Wagner against James. Anthony outside. Picked by Isaac. Now here's Anthony. He's covered by Reeves. Just 5 on the clock. Wagner. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. James with the ball.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Bad intentions.
What a flush by James. Shades of his dad LeBron right there.
Once again, an explosive.
Damn. Didn't show it the way I wanted it to. I would say 1 minute. There we go. I'm gonna edit that shit up then. Hey, digga, that shit was nasty, dog. Hey, that shit was nasty. I wanted to clip it and send it to Bloney Boy. Yeah. This dumb motherfucker should have got 2 kills. So he could have been superstar together. I know they regret it. I promise you, they probably didn't say nothing.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Anthony outside. Jacks up a 3. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You just know from a very young age, Cole Anthony's been perfecting that three-point shot. Maybe like his dad. His dad was kind of a pedestrian three-point shooter.
Doncic.
Ooh.
Doncic hammers it
Motherfucker.
That'll be a move to remember.
Like everybody doing some posterizing shit, huh?
Creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Black. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's Los Angeles up by 4. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch.
Oh, huge slam by LeBron.
LeBron showing you how he does.
He's holding on to the he got a technical.
And he's going to get called there for the technical foul, hanging on the rim.
Yeah, a little too enthusiastic on the slam. You want guys playing with emotion, but there's a limit to how far you can take it before it hurts the team.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. I mean, this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old. There's nobody else in the NBA that's been a pro that long, I don't think. So, unique in that regard. Great size, uncanny, underrated strength. And then his vision, his pace, all of that what allows him to really not ever be sped up or out of control.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Batase's checked in for Orlando.
Paolo Banchero.
The free throw drops for Banchero.
When you're the #1 pick like Banchero, the expectations are through the roof. Apollo is well grounded, got his feet on the ground, head squarely focused. He's embracing the challenge and meeting it so far.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero
said,
we're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time. Brian?
Take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Well, it's one thing to push the ball. It's another to take it away. Here are the steals leaders at the point guard position over the last 10 games. Doncic fourth, and of course Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, he's a pest. He gets under your skin. I mean, all these players have the combination of quickness and intelligence you want in a point guard.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc defensively in all kinds of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in transition. Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
Pass to Batase to the inside. Banchero no good. The Lakers lead by 7. Doncic right side. Outside Reeves. Back to Doncic for 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Magic trail by 7. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Magic, Wendell Carter comes in for Batase. And Suggs is subbed in for Wagner. Orlando with the ball. From the high post. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Off the catch, LeBron not lacking confidence or hesitating.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Black. Carter, a screen on James. Here's Black. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
It's a part of his game that LeBron takes a lot of pride in, shot blocking and defending. He's no slouch at that end of the floor.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Hachimura's checked in for Vanderbilt, and James is subbed in for James. Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Anthony. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Wagner for three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got rebound number 8 now. James inside, defended by Wagner. And here's Doncic outside. Orlando with the rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
That one falls. Banchero's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Here's James. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Oh, I thought he was doing that. Oh, wow. He just did a spin around and just popped it, didn't he?
Pretty nimble play that time by Wagner, pulling up before the defense would get set to stop him.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Wagner's checked in for Paolo Banchero. We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at the Lakers, and they've got the top spot in the conference, a testament to their hard work all year long.
When I look at the Lakers, you have to really give it to them. I mean, they are backing up all the preseason hype. They've been outstanding early.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
Pass to James. The Lakers with another miss.
In the first quarter, he was killing them from outside, but he can't get it going here.
You know, Clark, something Kentavious Caldwell Pope brings, that championship experience.
And every championship team has a guy like KCP, a guy who can make shots, who's always there.
Damn, that was a nice play.
And what a great game.
Yeah, they gave
Ben
James a nice play.
Trying to etch his own legacy
in this league. Get up there like that for him. Like, I mean, he got to if they give him that dunk package. That's something he got to do. Like, he got to put on that suit. You feel me?
He's got 5.
Go out there and do.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
James is checked in for Doncic.
The fuck? Did they just take out?
59 seconds left in the second period. Wagner outside. To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
BA, you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
The 60-year one. This is 70-year one, right? I'm glad last game was just a 70-year one. So they want to win, let's put in pops. We got that.
Luka Doncic checked in for the Lakers.
The James duo.
32 seconds left in the first half. A three, James. Orlando grabs the miss. Carter's got 4 rebounds in the game. Suggs, the pass to Wagner. Good. Wagner's got 7.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
The Lakers lead by 8.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
From deep, here's Doncic. Oh, Luka with a deep one.
Don't know what you're thinking, but you got to get out on that or Luka going to cook you.
I so thought I was going to break that the way that the release came out. And the ones that I did break, I thought I was going to win those.
No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And ready for the fan basketball.
They might miss the video.
Yeah, I gotta do.
Howdy, folks. Time for halftime fun. Woohoo! Before we check out the action at hand, first order of business, the power rankings.
A look here now at the Magic. They're one of the teams we've hoped would figure it out. Things are clicking right now, and still early enough for them to make something happen.
The way they've melded together as a team, it's been impressive. And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Lakers.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the 3 major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
I like the way you did that.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
On the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He wants to give them a breather and talk things over. What a fantastic second year for Paolo Banchero, Grant. A bona fide all-star in Orlando.
Yeah, only their second all-star over the last decade. Paolo was incredible during the playoffs, averaging 27, 9, and 4. That playoff experience is big for him going forward.
Don't forget that screenshot, boy. Hey, that boy Dickie turned Bronny into a beast, boy. Well, that boy rookie of the year. He come talk to the Bulls, bro. Yeah, that's what it is.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. Taking a look at Orlando. Already, they're on the outside looking in. 9th place in the conference.
Yeah, right now for the Magic, they've had some terrific moments this season. But where's the big leap upward that we've been waiting for?
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Legendary dance team on the planet, your Laker Girl.
The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. The Lakers, number one.
Number one, you have to have good shooters. Number two, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. That'll be a 5-second call.
First in three-point shooting, and they clinch the top spot when it comes to protecting the ball. Fewest turnovers per game in the league. No one keeps the ball locked up tight like these guys.
And you really can't emphasize enough how impressive their field goal percentage is. They run their game plan so well and know how to get the shots they want. Here's Banchero. Yes, Paolo Banchero for two.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. We've got LeBron James. James is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Suggs finds Caldwell Pope. Wagner for three. Doncic grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night here.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
B.A., he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
And here's Doncic outside. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in."
Well, he did the stretch Armstrong for him.
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
His third personal foul.
Rookie of the Year.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in.
Did you reach in? That's what it was, a reach in style.
Lakers will have it. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
The Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. The Lakers lead by 16. Doncic outside. James passes to Doncic. Pass to Hachimura. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Parker with a steal. And the Magic pushing it up now. Oh, Banchero all the way.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
And stolen by Suggs. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Banchero with it. Hayes picks him up. Banchero no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hachimura. And check it in with our rookie leaderboard. Here are the top scorers over the last 10 games. Number 1, Bronny James.
How about this tear he's on? Great scoring numbers over the last 10 games, especially for a rookie.
Impressive for anybody at any age, too. I mean, he's been practically unstoppable at times. And now defenses are starting to game plan for him.
And the Lakers making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Black's checked in for Caldwell Pope. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. One thing this team loves about Jalen Suggs, he is one tough guard, Clark.
Hey, he was the state football player of the year in high school. And you don't just forget about how to be tough when you've done what he's done on the gridiron. And it translates extremely well to the hardwood. I think he's one of the better on-ball defenders in the league right now.
Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Banchero. Inside. Rejected by James. And it's James with the jam.
He may be young, but you can't give Bronny a look at the rim.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Look at Bronny's place.
The reason I was saying it's really, they really want to fucking start back off. One, I think that they're insta-factors are. The other 2, they're just getting, I didn't have any, but
James is checked in for Reeves.
Now into the lineup, your Lakers. Number 23, LeBron James.
Magic trail by 17. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
And the future Suggs has is certainly promising. An effective combo guard who can really get it going at times.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. Orlando making some changes. Batase's checked in for Carter, and Wagner subbed in for Banchero. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. Pass to James. Hey, expanding his range. It's rebounded by Wagner. Orlando has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now Suggs puts up a 3. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Suggs handling his business so far in this one. Really putting the work in on the offensive end.
Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And now look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
Anthony's checked in for Suggs. James outside. The Lakers with another miss. Magic trail by 12. 34 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Down low. Here's Anthony. And drills from 6 feet. Anthony's got 6.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
Here's Doncic. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
LeBron James. That's his second personal foul. The 4th team.
And this is his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Something I remember from their last outing, he was excellent at the charity stripe.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
First free throw is good. And the Lakers making a change here. And Anthony drops them both. Outside Vanderbilt. Launches it from deep. No good. Misses at the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's Los Angeles up by 10. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the 4th quarter of basketball coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Magic, Wagner is out there with Paolo Banchero. Then there's Anthony. Then it's Goga Batase. And it's Black in at the point guard position.
Oh, LeBron with suffocating defense. He can still get it done.
Ooh, LeBron rising to the challenge. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Clark, it's special getting to call LeBron James games. How is the King still doing this at this age?
BA, I think there are guys that come along every 30, 40 years that are just different than other guys, other players. He's in that category. One of the all-time greats. And he's just been remarkable. Certainly DNA has a role in his longevity and excellence, but you got to give him a ton of credit. He's committed to being at a high level for a long time, and it's remarkable to watch him do what he's doing at this age.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron, he makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
BA, I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a true successful businessman. And he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Both teams deciding to change it up. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Wagner, the pass to Black. Pass to Banchero. And here's Wagner. 6 to shoot. Here's Suggs. And the shot falls short that time.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Doncic outside. The 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Out to James. Hey, from beyond the arc. Gets the 3-ball to go. James has got 25 points in the game.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Vanderbilt against Banchero. Pass to Suggs. Let's go with a 3. James with the rebound.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Yeah, and even on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Doncic passes to James.
Put the hand off.
Offline with a 3. Magic trail by 15. To the middle. Here's Banchero. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Fires the 3. The shot no good.
You know, damn, I wanted to green that shit in his face so good.
I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's
not my
got to
fucking
rein it in down the stretch here.
It's not the worst game, but damn sure, you know. Oof, yeah, it's a pretty bad game. 5-13, 3-11. Yeah, it's probably one of the worst
rules of sports sometimes.
It's probably one of the
what
worst
are some
games.
of those in the NBA?
Well, you try not to ever foul an airborne player. I think most players are really sensitive to that. Don't disrespect the other team. Be professional and sportsmanlike when you've got a margin of victory that doesn't need to be added on to. In other words, don't run up the score. Don't try to get numbers for the sake of numbers. Play the game, play to win, and do it with respect at all times.
Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Carter, a screen on Doncic. They still need this. Doncic with a block.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end. You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
This one for 3.
Oh, that's early.
And again, the Lakers, no good.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Back to Caldwell Pope. Beyond the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Lakers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And so this will lock down their 15th win of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Bronny James.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
He said I'm going to play down to the last second, motherfucker. Y'all ain't gonna shit, dude.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Orlando now. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
It's supposed to be already up.
Pass to Bataze. Back to Anthony. Shot clock at 5. The Magic need to put one up here. Black. Orlando again missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Count it for Vincent.
You got to have a good basketball IQ to be effective. I love the decision to kick it out.
Anthony outside. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, Luka, many feel that this team is exceeding expectations. How do you keep...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, boy. Oof, that was bad. Damn near. That fucking that mid range though, shit. He was killing the mid range. 11-19. Not bad. I mean, you know what it is? You were shooting threes and they were pulling in for the twos probably too. Oh, you did slap too though. 6 assists. 1 block. Damn, no steals this game. Good shit. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of NBA 2K25. This epic co-op season out here in Los Angeles. Me and my bro, can you dig it? Our next game will be against the Joker in Denver, Russell Westbrook, Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon. Y'all know who it is. We will be facing off with them November 23rd, which will be technically tomorrow on our time. But anyway, drop that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that share button, hit that notifications. Hope you guys enjoyed this very exciting episode of NBA 2K25. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with some more content.